Yeah. Well, I started here after I was working up until the COVID pandemic, and the shops that I worked at, they all closed down. I worked for Barnsley Hospice, and I needed something to do, and I joined litter pickers, and the litter pickers brought me up here, and I just fell in love because I love gardening, I love weeding, I love anything to do with the garden. So I've been here ever since. Yeah, yeah.
And what activities do you do here when you come here then?
It's mainly weeding, keeping the nettles down, but we're also planting lots of things. We've planted about 500 saplings that we've for the Queen's Canopy. I think it's for the Queen's Canopy. So we've planted loads and loads of baby trees all around. We're just waiting for them to come up. And I think in my lifetime I might not see much of them, but hopefully we will.
And what was the site like before you came here then?
It was just grass, empty. They've used it for concerts. Gypsies have used it quite a lot. They found it quite handy. But I've only been here 3 years. Helen and Richard and Sarah and David, they're founder members, and I think they've been here 6 years. So a lot of this site was already done when I came. But yeah, it's I just love it, and I live quite close, so it's quite handy. And on my way up, I'll litter pick, keep this road clean as well. That's another job I enjoy doing.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent. And I think that ties quite nicely into the next one is, so we've got the weeding litter picking. What sort of activities or future do you want to see happen here?
Well, we have open days, which attracts quite a lot of people. The biggest problem is the road. It's very narrow. The council won't expand anything. We couldn't get a bigger car park because the road's dangerous, you know, for extra traffic. So that keeps us doing what we're doing rather than expanding. But I think it's great as it is for people to come and look at the history. Yeah.
And on that note, I think final question is, what does the history of this place mean to you?
Well, the mining history, I mean, my father was a miner, brother was a miner. The only thing, I know I shouldn't say it, but I think the world's a better place without mines. It's a lot cleaner. We used to have soot on window ledges, you used to have soot on your clothes when you hung them out, and now it's clean. The birds are clean, you can see the colours of birds now. So for me, I'm glad the pits have gone. I'm sure the miners would probably go mad to hear that, but I've never heard a miner say that he wanted his son to go down the pit because it's such a horrible job. I don't know if you want me to say any more than that.
No, honestly, that's completely fine.
Yeah.
I think, really, unless there's anything you want to talk about, like any specific part, for example, that you want to talk about, like maybe a timber yard or any...
Well, this is where Alice and I normally work up there. We've done quite a lot of planting up there, and they've made fences as well, small fences dividing each garden off. So we've got poppies in one garden, we've got herbs and vegetables in another, and not vegetables, fruit in another one. And we've planted a hell of a lot of bulbs, different bulbs, and they're coming up, so it's lovely to see that growing. Yeah.
That's excellent. Unless there's anything else you really want to say, or any anecdote maybe, or anything like that? Don't feel like you have to.
Not really, no.
No, that's the end of my questions really, yeah.